Hello, hello, hello. It has been a minute since I've been here. Academics. Yeah, academics got into the way. Now it's exam season, and I just thought I'd come back on YouTube and share some of my personal exam study tips because it's time to lock in. I have like some notes. I wrote down my exam study tips. Okay, so like just for visualization, it is 1 week until exams, right? So there's still some topics that we need to work on, like a lot more. There's one subject, my last exam, I still need to make notes. But do not panic. I have the ultimate study guide. This is what's going to help me to prepare and what's going to help you to prepare. Tip number 1. This is after you've procrastinated and found yourself on my YouTube video or are taking a break. The first step is to panic. It is 1 week until exams. Like, panic. Well, no. Exams don't start next week, but you have like 10 days. I have 10 days anyways. Count the days you have left till exams. And that should be your reason to panic. Feel the adrenaline rushing through your veins. Tip number 2. Clean up your desk area. Just clean up the desk area. That's all you need to study. Don't procrastinate and say, oh, I need to clean up my space first to get into the right mindset. No! Just the desk. That is the only thing that you need. Okay. Step 3. Remember that you chose this. You chose this. You went and said, this is the degree I want to study. Whether it was because you couldn't think of anything else to study or anything like that, you still chose this option. So study. You chose to be here. Study. Open the books. Okay. Right. I chose marketing. And here I am. Number 4, hype yourself up. Now, I hyped myself up by watching anime. I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty cool. And yes, I was procrastinating. But it was such an amazing episode. It was like final battle. I was watching My Hero Academia and I was like, yes! I actually already knew how the battle was gonna end up. But like, I hadn't seen it animated. I only read it in the manga. So now seeing it animated, I was like, oh! That is the 4th step. So first you have panicked to get the adrenaline rushing to clean up the desk area. Feel accomplished, pat yourself on the back, and you quickly keep moving. These steps do not need breaks in between. Trust me. If you have breaks in between, you are not doing it right. You are procrastinating. Please stop procrastinating. Do not use my tips to procrastinate. Step 5. Make the bed. Okay, so this is basically to remove your biggest ops. Your biggest ops are the bed, which I'm actually currently sitting on, and your cell phone. Biggest op. Make sure that your bed is covered and the bed cannot be seen. Cell phone, bed. Tip number 6. Break the procrastination into study breaks. Okay, so like we were speaking earlier, first thing we needed to do was clean the desk area. Done. Cool. But then, oh, I still have dishes in the sink. No, this is not gonna work. I'm gonna get hungry. No. You cannot trick me like that. You need to clean during your breaks. So if you choose to clean up your space during your break, that's your own thing. But you're not allowed back on your phone. The cell phone, lock it in a drawer. I don't have access to a locked drawer. But like, lock it away. Out of sight, out of mind. Put it under the blanket covers or something. Like, do not see your phone in your sight. If it's in your eye line, leave it. No. You have failed in step number 5. Removing your biggest ops. Okay, now we're on step 7. Do a basic 1 day study plan to follow. Okay, I've actually already done one moment. So this is my plan, and this is how you can join me in being an academic weapon throughout the entire semester, including exams. So right here is my 1 day timetable, because I like planning. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll find myself planning the entire day and then not following the plan. No. Truth be told, since it's 1 week before exams, it's revision week, which means you're not gonna be going into lectures. We know that. I know that. You know that. We're not showing up unless it's like financial management. Then I'm gonna show up because I need to do the exercises. But like that counts as studying, you see. So you just need a timetable to follow every single day for the next 10 days or however many days you have until exams. I have my timetable. Wake up at a reasonable time, 7 a.m. I would love to wake up at 6 a.m. and be like, yeah, I've been studying since 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. Ha ha ha. But I'm not doing that. I know myself. You know yourself. If you can't wake up at 5 a.m., do not say you're gonna wake up at 5 a.m. because you're gonna start behind automatically. Yes, step 8. Now it's time to actually study. Because right now we've basically been preparing our mind to study. We panicked, we hyped ourselves up, we cleared the space, and we set up a timetable. Our brain knows what we need to do. You don't need to make a new timetable. Your brain knows what it needs to do. Now it's time to actually study. Right. When to look at your phone? When you're done studying. Remember when I said that I finish at 10:30? Ideally, it has not been like that this week, but 10 days left. I gotta log in, right? I'm gonna say that 10:30 I can look at my phone. That is the plan. I've only managed to make it till like 6 o'clock, from 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock, not looking at my phone. But like now it's crunch time, guys. It's crunch time. It's either win or don't. Bro, no. We are winners because we are academic weapons. The last tip is to keep meal times quick and simple. You need to eat. You're gonna be hungry. Snacks will not feed you. So don't think that you can skip lunch and just have a bowl of chips or something like that. No. You need to eat. Quick, simple meals. I am gonna be best friends with my air fryer this next few days because I will be making air fryer meals. And that'll be quick, easy. I just chuck it into the air fryer, finish studying. By the time I'm done studying with my last study session, the food's already done in the air fryer. You get? Good luck. No, I say that to you and myself when I play this video back. Don't forget the tips. Ultimately, these tips are to help you not only try your best, even though it's 10 days before, and every single study advice says start studying the moment you start the year, start making your notes and start revising immediately. But like, there's 10 days left, okay? There's 10 days left, and I got tired halfway through the semester. Halfway through the year, actually. Second semester is actually so tough because we're already tired and like burnt out. And we're just like, can this year end? Like, there's no way. No. But yeah, no, this is the ultimate study guide, 10 days before exams. You have gone through some work and have been understanding some work in class, attending majority of your lectures, and know most of the work. Kind of. You're just aware of it. Oh, most important tip. Oh my gosh. I think I'll just cut this and put this at the beginning of the video because this is like the most important tip you'll ever need to know. The only reason why all these tips actually work and this method actually works. It's worked for me in the past. I'm praying it works for me now. And that is the key part of the study tips. Pray. Pray now. Don't pray when you get into the exam and you see the first question and you're like, I don't even know what they're saying. No, you prayed now while you're studying. You ask God for strength to study so that by the time it's the paper, you are prepared. Yeah, that's my final piece of advice. It's very important. And it's, yeah, with God, all things are possible. So these 10 days, I will, in fact, be ready for the exams. Amen and amen.